Hey everyone, Allison Gardner here. I have just spent 5 takes trying to figure out how to start this video, and I didn't like any of them. I was trying for cutesy or for attention grabbing or for all of these different things, and really what it comes down to is, what do you do when your mind betrays you? What do you do when everything that you have learned for 3 decades isn't actually what you need? I have been wrestling with that for about a month. I haven't been doing videos for that time because I've just been trying to figure stuff out, and I didn't even know what it is that I had to say because I didn't have enough figured out to be able to say it. I've done videos on a whole slew of topics because it was something that I had figured out, or a direction I was pointed in, or something that I had learned and I was excited. And now I am sitting in this place feeling like my mind has betrayed me. The thing is when you invest in yourself and you dive in to try and change things, things are going to get shaken up. Things are going to come to the surface. Crap that has happened is going to come up and hit you in the face again, and you are not going to know what to do with it. And that is where I'm at right now. Probably about a month ago now, I started seeing a new therapist and trying EMDR because I was seeing that no amount of telling myself to do a thing was enough. I was still scared, or I was still hurt, or I was still angry. And telling myself and telling myself and telling myself to do something just added to my guilty conscience and just added to my shame and just made me feel more stuck. And I realized that something had to change. And that if I was really going to be able to move forward, I had to clean house. Because I had decades worth of observations, actual spoken lessons, assumptions, and hurts that were all telling me that the only way that I would ever be good enough is if I set really high standards and I worked myself to the bone to meet them. And then last year I crashed and burned because I realized I could never meet them. And that no amount of what anybody else said would help me be okay with that. The only thing that would help me be okay with that is if I learned to be okay with myself and to love myself. And so I set out on this journey to figure out what I wanted. I set out on this journey to figure out what makes me tick. I set out on this journey to figure out what I wanted to choose in the direction that I wanted to go, when no other outside voice had a say in the matter. If I wasn't trying to meet someone else's standard, if I wasn't trying to do what somebody else wanted, if I wasn't trying to go in someone else's wagon, like, what did I want for myself? And can I just say that this feels like one of the most impossible things that I have ever done? Because if you guys have watched any of my other videos, you know that I spend tons of time calculating what I can do to please other people, that I spend tons of time looking at all of the different options and weighing out all of the different options. And you know that a lot of my life has been spent trying to manage situations so that I felt safe. And so now I'm in this situation where I don't know what the outcome is that I want. I don't know what the safety boundaries are that I need to stay within. I don't know what the standards are that I need to meet. It's just me deciding what I want. And because I've set the goal that I want to figure out what I want, and because I have no idea what I want, I feel like I'm failing. I feel like I'm not able to do just this one easy, simple thing. And so then I'm seriously doubting myself because I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm meandering all over the place trying to figure out what I'm doing. And as I'm meandering all over the place trying to figure out what I'm doing, I'm realizing all the stuff that I'm not doing and not accomplishing and not getting anywhere. And to be quite honest, guys, not that I've murdered any muggles lately or done any other weird Voldemort-y type things, I'm at a place that when I close my eyes, that's what I see. I see what Harry sees when he goes to Kingsport Station. That being crying under a bench. Because I know that I have opportunities. I know that I have possibilities. I know that there are things that I could be doing. But I feel like I'm just coming up against this brick wall of I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And the more that I say I don't know, the more that I'm hard on myself. And the more that I'm hard on myself, the more stuck I feel that I am. And can I just say how discouraging that is? To have defined a life by just being good enough in any one situation, by just meeting that standard or exceeding that standard, or being able to do the things. And now I don't know what the things are. And so now I find myself in this place, in this wing of Kingsport Station, trying to figure out how to love a thing that doesn't look like anything that I've been taught to value my whole life. Because the thing is I have seen glimpses of who I think I can be one day, who I know I can be one day. I've seen glimpses of who I was before I came here. But neither of those look anything like what I feel like I am right now. And I'm coming to realize that the only answer to this dilemma is to get comfortable. And I use this word very intentionally with the thing crying under the bench. Because what looks like a thing crying under the bench is actually a little girl made up of memories and misconstrued ideas and truths that were twisted by lies and unrealistic expectations. That being under a bench is someone who has tried so hard her whole life and now just doesn't know what to do and doesn't know what's there. And I can't run from her anymore. I can't run from the confusion, from the unknowing, from the uncertainty. There's nowhere to run to. I have a mad desire to sing that song now. There's nowhere to run to, baby, because that's me. And I can throw myself into work, and I can throw myself into relationships, and I can throw myself into adventures or to books or to movies or to TV shows. And she'll still always be there. Confused, uncertain, unknown until I learn to sit by that bench and listen. And the thing is that's not, that being, that picture that I have in my head is so inaccurate. It's so incredibly inaccurate. I'm not a Voldemort by any means. I haven't split my soul. I haven't gone after anybody. I haven't started coups or weirdnesses or whatever. But in my mind, because my standards were so high, my lack of ability to meet them paints this being in that poor of a light. And the only way for me to move forward is to actually get to know that being. And is to actually take the time to sit with her and love her. And my fear of being found wanting, my fear of not measuring up, my fear of being ugly or in a soul kind of way, or my fear of being less than is so big that taking the time to see myself in that way scares me so much. But what if I discover something beautiful there? What if I discover that that image I have in my head is a total lie, and that what's there is actually a frail person who just needs love and has the ability to have ultimate power in the universe. She just needs to know that she's enough as she is, right where she is. Change is hard because we have to confront things about ourselves we don't like. Change is scary because we have to look at things that we've spent a lifetime avoiding. Change is weird because we are so used to the familiar. We do things by habit for the very fact that they're habit. I wonder sometimes if we are in fact our own undiscovered country, and I wonder what we'll find as we go searching in that undiscovered country in no hurry to get to the other side. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.